Hello, today we are going to speak about a problem that most people have very much normalized it. So whenever you speak about constipation, it is so common nowadays that people have started saying, oh, it's just constipation. Don't worry, it will go on its own. It's not such a big problem. Let me tell you, it is a big problem. It's not just a problem because of the discomfort that it causes to the person. The person who goes through does understand it. But beyond that, it has tremendous effects on the human body, from all of your organs to your brain. There is a gut-brain connection, as we all know, isn't it? So today, we are going to speak about what is constipation, what are the causes of constipation, what are the symptoms of it, and we will also go through what are the lifestyle changes and certain home treatments that we can do for constipation. By home treatments, I don't mean those gharguti nuske by trying out certain herbal remedies at home. No, we are not going to speak about only certain herbal remedies or laxatives and palliative treatments. We are also going to speak about certain treatments that may happen in a nature cure center, certain treatments that can be lifestyle changing. It can be sustained over a period of time by your dietary changes. So let's move on. When we speak about constipation is basically just a condition wherein an individual may not be able to have regular bowel movements every day, which means at least one bowel movement every single day, or it may be inadequate or incomplete bowel movements on a daily basis. Usually when a person goes through constipation, he does feel heaviness, or he feels bloated, he feels there is a lot of fatigue and weakness, there is lethargy, there is headache, or there may also be low appetite. So if you have any of these conditions, it's worth considering constipation and looking at your bowel movements on a daily basis. How does this constipation happen? Now, when there is food that is undigested and stays inside your colon, is not able to get excreted on a daily basis, or is not able to get eliminated on a regular basis, it stays inside your intestines. Now, what does it do when it stays inside your intestines? Now, this food that is digested or partly undigested gets stuck to your intestinal walls. Now this remains for a prolonged period of time sometimes, and it goes through a process of rotting. So this food rots there, it ferments there, it goes through putrefaction, and because of which it starts giving out gases. Now when it starts giving out gases, it's also releasing toxins. This becomes the food for your bad bacteria. Your bad bacteria is consuming this and increasing in numbers, because of which you land up into a situation of dysbiosis, which means more bad bacteria, less good bacteria. Now this may have a host of other implications to your body, and hence it is extremely important that all of that fecal matter, old matter stuck in your intestines, gets out of your system sooner the better. Now some people may believe that laxatives are not good as a habitual practice because these laxatives are a one-time symptom treatment, and hence I should not have laxatives, I should do something more permanent. But remember that sometimes when constipation becomes chronic, it is more important for that toxic waste to get out of your system than remain there for a longer period of time to go through a lifestyle change and see the results gradually. And hence one-time laxatives in a chronic condition is not a bad idea. What are some laxatives that you can use? When we speak about natural laxatives, a lot of nature cure practitioners use castor oil, or some of them use psyllium husk, which is your isabgol, or you may also use flax seeds immediately post meals, or they may also use a lot of ghee first thing in the morning so that your system is well lubricated for the waste to come out on its own. Now there are also many commercial laxatives that you get in the market, and I do agree with the fact that it should not become a habitual practice that I eat junk and I will take a laxative to get it out of my system. The reason being, so these laxatives basically go inside your system, and once they go inside your system, they produce certain liquids by the way of chemical reactions, and hence when you pass your motions, you will find them a little more liquidy after having a laxative. However, it is not natural to do this on a sustained basis. So your intestines are endowed by the capability of being able to excrete on its own, and a regular consumption of laxatives or making a habitual practice of taking laxatives is going to break that habit of your body's system of working on its own and will increase dependence on those laxatives, which is not going to be good for the long run. Let's see how to treat this on a natural way. Number one, most people, when you see them suffering from constipation, want to increase their fiber content because they believe that when you have more fiber, it will push things out and it will make it easier for the colon to excrete everything. But let's understand that there are certain people who have a lot of fiber and it does not suit them. It does not relieve them of constipation. Now, why is this contradicting? Why does this work for some people and why does this not work for some people? Now, we have about 2 to 2.5 kg of microbes inside our gut. Okay, now these microbes have to be in the right quantum, they have to be in the right proportion and in the right environment to be able to help your body excrete and remove waste out of your system. Now, unfortunately, in a state of dysbiosis, as I mentioned before, you have less of good microbes in your body which are working towards your benefit. And when you give the fiber is not just going to push things forward, but the fiber is also the food for these microbes. So these microbes are going to break down this fiber and thereby help you towards the elimination process. But if you have less microbes inside your body, then you may not only be benefited by fiber, because then there will be a lot of fiber into your system, but less microbes to be able to break it down, and then this fiber can also lead to constipation if it is undigested or if there isn't enough water and you are dehydrated. So it is important that when you have fiber into your system, you also have it with water. You have enough water during the day and that you are not dehydrated. And it does not mean taking glasses of water at one time and thinking that I filled up the day's quota. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to have water little by little by little throughout the day. It's best to consume water as first thing in the morning when you wake up, because when you are sleeping at night, your body has become a little cool, the temperature is a little cool. When you wake up in the morning and you drink a warm glass of water, it stimulates the body, provides that right warm condition and stimulates your intestines to be able to start the bowel cleansing process or the bowel movement process. Also, that is one reason why we suggest that as soon as you wake up in the morning, open up all your curtains, look out at the sun rays, look at the natural light. It will give you the necessary warmth in your body to be able to stimulate that excretion process, and you will feel like going for a bowel movement immediately after drinking that glass of water. Further, it is necessary that we do not only have a reliance on processed and refined food. Unfortunately, today we are into a fast moving world wherein we are expected to get some packets, open them up, heat them up and eat that food. Number one, of course it has some preservatives and of course it has some additives that you don't want to give to your body, but this is not whole food. This is processed and refined food. Now, when you have processed and refined food, it does not give you fiber, and hence it is very, very important that you have whole food instead of processed and refined food. So next time when you're taking some atta to make your rotis, please do not sieve it so well that it becomes thin and fine and then you are not left with the bran. Have it with a little bit of bran. Do not have polished rice. Have your unpolished rice sometimes, or create a mix of a little bit of polished and unpolished if you're not used to it as of now. If you are in the habit of having milk, I am speaking about plant-based milk here, do not overboil your milk, because when you overboil your milk, what happens is that you are taking its natural moisture out of itself and then consuming it, which can lead to constipation. So just a few bubbles coming off once you boil the milk is enough to close the gas and use that milk for your purposes. Also remember that fiber, when enters inside your body, needs some water to get mixed up, and then it swells, and then it creates the right environment to be able to push things forward and create a way for the food that will further come in. And hence it's important that you have enough water content as well. When it comes to constipation, it is very important to have the right tone in your colon muscles, and that right tone of your colon muscles comes with some form of exercise. So whether you are actively going out to the gym or doing yoga, or you are walking, or you are doing any other form of exercise that suits you, or you are jumping on a trampoline, that's absolutely your choice. But when you have some kind of movement, it sets the tone for your colon muscles. It makes sure that the peristalsis happens better, and it will tremendously help you to clean your bowels every single day. Now, most people usually undermine this, but what is important is to have a fixed time for passing motions every single day. It's not okay that today you are going to the bathroom at 6 o'clock, tomorrow at 9 o'clock, day after at 11 o'clock. Your gut will not be habituated to this arrhythmic process. It needs a rhythm. Once you every day go at, say, supposing 7 o'clock every single day, go and sit in the bathroom at the same time every single day, and having that fixed time to pass motions is going to make a tremendous difference for your gut to be habituated for that time. If you try and find a nature cure hospital around you or a naturopathy clinic around you, what they will definitely do is put a cold towel around you. So what does that cold towel mean? It simply means they're taking a plain cotton cloth, like a towel of a particular measurement, and taking that cotton towel and soaking it into very cold water. Now once you soak it into water, and then you gently squeeze it and you simply tie it around your abdomen. Now what does it do? We are warm-blooded people. We are warm-blooded human. Our body is warm-blooded. So whenever this cold towel circles around our abdomen, what does it do? It creates an environment which is not the usual. And whenever there is not the usual environment, your blood rushes in. So whenever there is cold in any part of the body, your blood rushes in towards that area. And when your blood comes in, it comes with oxygen, it comes with hormones, it comes with nutrition, and it comes with healing properties, so as to make sure that the inflammation of that area reduces, and it will tremendously help you in the constipation problem. Hence, a cold towel is something that a nature cure hospital will definitely suggest. Another thing that a nature cure hospital will definitely suggest is your castor oil packs. So if you take a little bit of castor oil and you apply it all over the abdomen, and you keep a hot water bag over your tummy and lie down at least minimum of 20 minutes, what it will do is it will stimulate that action. It will stimulate the intestines to be able to clear your bowels. It's not a bad idea to even try this at home. So just before sleeping at bed night, if you feel you are constipated that day, just before going to sleep in the night, you may want to apply castor oil on your abdomen, and then keep a hot water bag over it and just go off to sleep like that. When you wake up in the morning, you will see that the castor oil has very well penetrated inside. It has cleared the lumps, it has cleared the clogging, and the next morning there are very high chances that you will have a clear bowel movement. For a very long time, if this constipation stays with you, what happens is that it creates toxins, and then there are chances of parasites being present in your gut. So these parasites can be removed by a mixture of neem and turmeric. So whether it is your neem powder and turmeric powder mixed together as a ball with jaggery or with honey or whatever suits you, or it is just fresh neem leaves grinded up mixed with a little turmeric formed into a laddu. If you have this early in the morning along with a little bit of water, you can have a little bit of jaggery or honey mixed into it to be able to make it easy for you to take it. But once you do that, it creates the right environment to clear your colon and reduce the inflammation and most importantly, take care of all those parasites present in your body. Did you know that when you do gardening or when you just walk barefoot on the ground, the electrons enter your body, and that also helps you tremendously in the digestion process and helps you clear your bowel movements extremely well. As I said before, yoga and pranayam will be extremely beneficial. Here are certain yoga asanas that you may want to do as a daily practice to relieve yourself from the problem of constipation. Number 1, Vajrasan after your meals, or Pavan Muktasan, Ardha Matsyendrasan, Bhadrasan, Trikonasana, Supta Vakrasan, Veerbhadrasan, or Bhujangasan. A lot of these yoga asanas will help you tremendously towards clearing this constipation by making certain lifestyle changes. I hope this will help you. If you have any other suggestions or any other ways in which you have been curing your constipation over the years, please let me know through the comments below. If you are liking my content, please subscribe to the channel. I would love to hear you in your comments. Namaste. See you again in another video.